let's flip a coin. Head Carolina, tails California, somewhere greener, somewhere warmer.
Hello, it's Andy Graham of hoboontheroad.com. Haven't spoke, I just woke up. Really just left the Hostel in Mostar. It was really, some ways it was great because I had a private room for 3 days. The bad part is the lady was just horrible. They said they had lockers. They didn't have lockers. I just had to leave at 5:10, and the only way I could see to get down the steps was to use my little flashlight. Really complicated. Somebody's out here, so I'm gonna put my camera down. Don't want to get robbed. Here I am trying to think I don't want to get robbed, and I'm doing that with my thing, and he thinks I'm trying to light a cigarette, so he comes out of the car and tries to give me a light for a cigarette, but I don't smoke, so, but almost everybody here says, so. Okay, I'm on my way to Sarajevo. I think it's about a 2-hour trip, I don't know. My bus leaves at 6 o'clock, so I want to arrive there by 8:15, 8:30, 9 o'clock. I guess a few people get up this early. It's the taxi station. It looks like Hertz. I gotta walk about half a kilometer to get there. Okay, I've arrived at the bus station. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes to get there. I'm going to Sarajevo at 6 o'clock, and the time is, I can see a clock in there, and nobody's here, so I'm just hoping the bus is running. It's 5:15, right? 5:20. You know, you got to err on the side of caution in a way. I've never really missed. I missed one plane, I guess, but the plane took off a half hour early. I don't miss these things, but I'm always early, and I kind of do what the planes tell you to do, is show up. They tell you to show up 3 hours early because they know that you're going to make an hour mistake. But you know, I don't know how this bus works. I don't know if I have to buy a ticket before I get on, or I actually just pay the driver. I know it's 20 Bosnian BAM or whatever, but it's always the nature of travel is to try to err on the side of caution and give an extra time. Although that's not what people do. They always try to push it right to the edge, and you know, arrive late. But you really can't travel perpetually if you're you know, a screw up. Okay, you really got to be able to save money, and you have to be able to judge time and realize that, you know, you don't say I'm leaving. You know, you give some time for walking and time for allotment for all these things to do it, and then you also give time for just general screw-ups, right? Not screw-ups, just miss things you didn't plan for. Okay, I'm gonna sit down and wait for something to happen here. It's pretty lighted here. I'm lucky. I really don't like to walk anywhere in the planet before sunrise. If you see my travels normally, I don't leave until just at sunrise. After sunrise, then I get there in plenty of time. But here in Europe, I've had to leave before sunrise, which is not the safest way to travel. There's my 2 bags. Obviously it's dark. It's dark for me too, guys. So you think everything's perfect on the planet. It's not. I tied this on afterwards, after I arrived, because I just want to loosely pack, and I don't want to have to really stuff. It took me about 5 minutes to pack because it's loosely packed. If it had been stuffed in there tight, I wouldn't be able to pack that quick. Okay, I'm in the bus stop, but where I can get the ticket, I think. And what's interesting here is everybody looks the other way. I mean, I've never had anybody here in Croatia or Bosnia actually just look at you and say hi. They don't acknowledge you at all. Like, so this lady's behind the counter right now, and she's just making sure she gives me the blank. Okay, that is the ticket. She was kind enough to tell me I get on platform 3, and it doesn't really make any sense. It's 20 Bosnian money. I think they tear off the bottom part. I think that's the receipt. This could be really tricky. You have to. What I always do is put this in my right pocket in my cargo pants. Right here, I got on the right side. I got my passport there, and I put it in with my passport. And I always put it in the same place, because looking for tickets can be complicated if you don't remember where you put them. That guy arrived late. He had to stop the bus, so he's probably going to have to pay in the bus. But okay, it's Andy Graham of hoboontheroad.com. That's how I keep my bag from... I've got these little straps all over the bag, and they have a lot of uses, but one of the main things is I can put my hand through it and have the bag on the side, and then I don't have to really worry that much about the bag sliding off the seat real quick at the truck. It's got my computer in it, my camera. If the seat slides off, if the backpack slides off, it won't land and break the computer or anything. They're all over the bag in a way, and they're for many different things, but they're really one of the best things I ever thought of. Okay, it's Andy Graham with hoboontheroad.com. I'm not arriving. I think I entered the canton of Sarajevo. I don't know how close I am, but I haven't been able really to film much because my window's been, fogged over. It's a double pane window, and it's got water inside the window. So, but it's probably 7:20 or something like that, and I'm on the bus. It's it's been a pretty good trip. They stop quite often. It's actually been driving. We've been going through a lot of mountains. Now I'm coming into some farmland, which probably means it's probably close to Sarajevo. It was a rocky, very big river, the Nevaret River on the left, all the way down here. Then they had many tunnels. I went through many tunnels on the way here. But as you can see, I can't really explain what I'm seeing outside. Well, there was high mountains on each side. Not high mountains, but real steep ones. It's a real rocky countries. These Croatia and the start of Bosnia Herzegovina was very mountainous, really horrible farmland. We're actually coming into an area where there looked like we get some better farmland. Without farmland, you really you don't have food, right? So at the end of the day, everybody, a lot of mountains are really beautiful, but they're kind of a silly place to stop and farm. Well, welcome to Sarajevo. I think it's about a 3-hour trip from Mostar to Sarajevo with the bus. It's a 2-lane highway, and I got to walk into the bus station and they got Eurolines here. Got to walk into the bus station and try to figure out how to get to Belgrade or into Serbia. And the next stop, next country. Eurolines is the big bus line that goes through. It's a lot cheaper than the trains normally, but I did hear that the trains in southeastern Europe can be cheaper than the buses. So usually in like Germany and all those places, the trains are extremely expensive. Actually, airplanes are cheapest. But I'll go inside this bus station. Below the Coca-Cola sign, see that says Autobuska Stancia. Okay, the guy was really polite, really helpful. He spoke English. The train to Belgrade leaves at 6 in the morning tomorrow. I think it's probably every day of the week. I should go ask him again. And Nova Pasa is at, I got to figure out where this is, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I better go ask him too it's every day. Yeah, so it's every day. So if I wanted to hang out in Sarajevo and just look at girls or something, I can. Now I got to find the pathway to get to. My map shows us there's a church across the street, then I go like 2 streets over and turn left or something. But I got a Lonely Planet here. This is the Eurolines right here. Eurolines is like your bus, cheapest bus really in Europe in a way, than goes most places. Okay, it's Andy Graham of hoboontheroad.com. I'm in Sarajevo, Bosnia?
Yes.
Or Herzegovina?
Bosnia.
Bosnia.
Yes.
And what's your name, sir?
Zahid.
Zahid.
Yes.
And he's helping me to get to my hostel. He helped me get a tram ticket. I thought it was right across the street, just down the thing, but definitely it's not that easy, but there seems to be.
We have a few tram stations.
So I'm looking at the Lonely Planet. What did you see my video on the food? Where?
On clicks.ba.
Clicks?
Clicks.ba.
How does it happen to be on there?
I just found it. So someone ate for $5 in Mostar.
Yeah.
For the whole day.
Yeah.
He managed to survive.
Yeah. Well, one of my a reader from Herzegovina said that that was a lot of money. No, just more or less.
It's something in the middle.
Like in the middle. Well, he was talking about some of the retired people have 200 per month to live on.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I try to tell people that I should always be able to live on what the people in this country live on. I'll show you the tram we're on. We got to be careful. It's not really good to point at military. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Say your name again.
Zahid.
And are you from Sarajevo?
No, I'm from Donji Vakuf, but I study here.
You study here. Okay, thank you. How did you learn English?
In school, from TV, from internet, from games, mostly.
Games?
Yeah.
Do you have to watch movies in English? If you watch a movie, film,
Yeah.
do you watch them in English or subtitles?
It depends, but I don't need subtitles.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Sarajevo, welcome to Sarajevo. One more day in southeastern Europe. Okay, we got off the tram and we're walking. There's the probably the church. How do you say your name again?
Zahid.
Zahid.
Yes.
Zahid. Zahid is helping me, so he's extremely good guy. He says he's studying civil engineering and he has an exam today. And you learned English where?
Home, movies, Games.
Games, this games thing. There's big games here
Yeah.
on internet, right?
Though I was born in Germany.
Oh, you was born in Germany.
Yeah.
Is your like one father or mother German or
No.
both of them?
I was born during the war, so we are refugees.
I see. Very much, sir. Thank you very much. He was really helpful. He walked me all the way here. I always think the first impression of Bosnia or any country is always the best impression. If you have a bad first impression, oh, so my first impression of Sarajevo is perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy Sarajevo, enjoy Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Okay, bye-bye. Watch yourself on video. That was quite perfect. It's just starting to storm. I can hear the thunder coming. Now if I can figure out where this hostel is back here somewhere. At least the sign said back here somewhere. You know Hostel Art?
On the other side. On the other side.
Other side. Oh, okay. So the sign is actually pointed at the wrong alley. So I have to go back out. Tell you, it's always an adventure. See, I saw this sign. Hostel Art. But it's really around, that looks like a tour group to me. No, it could be Skull. See how dark the sky is? It's gonna rain. I'm really lucking out right now. I think this is it. Just feels right. Maybe not. There's a sign up here. Hostel Art. Art Hostel. Okay, enough of that. Obviously, it's you know, a little confusing to go from these places, and you're always looking for that one young person that speaks English. Andy Graham, hobotraveler.com in Sarajevo. hobotraveler.com. So I screwed up. I'm actually at the Art Hotel, or Hotel Art, and not the Hostel Art. So, but luckily the lady, I think, told me the directions roughly how to get there, but I'm going to still have to ask a bunch of people. I'm on what the tourist walkway right now, but I'm going to have to be asking everybody along the way how to get there. I got the street address on a piece of paper. It's Hostel Art, Masala Tita 34. Hostel Balkan. I don't know where the street sign's. Okay, there it is. There's one. Huka Halika. So I got to look for these green signs. Okay, I'm walked another kilometer down this way, and I'm trying to figure out the street names are really hard to find. And then you know, like every business, they hardly ever put their thing. But I'm looking pretty good because I found Hostel Tito 46. So I'm going to Masala Tita 34. So it's got to be pretty close. McDonald's. This is Hostel Art. I think I've got it. Yeah, Hostel Art. The letters ART are a little hard to read from a distance. Now to hope it's got lockers or something. Okay, I've arrived in the Art Hostel. I actually got a shower, and I'm really happy because they got lockers, so I can feel safe. I just don't like thinking about it. I realize that there's not much room on these bottom bunks, but I'm always trying to get close to the plug. I'm in Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina.